Hey Sagittarius, how are you today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing the monthly readings, so checking in on October's energy for you. See what's going on. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. It really does help the channel grow and glow, so thank you. Also, leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific topics you would like me to do readings on. I really want to start being able to, take everyone's personal preferences on board and incorporate that into the readings. So let me know if there is a specific suggestion that you have. I would love to hear it. Okay, today I've got a few oracle decks going. We're starting with the Mystic Dreams Oracle. I also have the Career and Money Oracle deck, the Mystic Red Rose Love Oracle, and clarifying everything today with the Primitive Lenormand. Okay, getting into it for you, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, what is going on for Sagittarius throughout October 2025? Most important things for Sagittarius to be aware of throughout October. Sagittarius. Ooh, way down, starting over, over the edge. Okay, start again, over the edge, way down. Okay, so whatever's weighing you down, it's time to push that off the edge and start all over again. Let's have a look here and see what that's all about for you, Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, what's going on for Sagittarius throughout October? Most important messages for Sagittarius in October. Okay, and one more to where does that lead after that, please? Okay, all right. Starting off here, we do see the star and the snake coming through first. So this is in regard to, what's been weighing you down here, Sagittarius. With the snake here, this is an illusion, a delusion, kind of being betrayed by your own self a little bit, to be honest. A deception that you're allowing yourself to see as truth. And it's about something that you wish for. So it's kind of like you're telling yourself that you wish for something, that you hope that this will happen. You're hoping for that, hoping for this. But deep down, you know that that's not what you truly wish for. Does that kind of... It's like you're dreaming that something is going to happen for you when you kind of know that that's not what's best for you. It's telling me the difference between what I want and what I need. Okay, so that's kind of what's pushing you over the edge a little bit here this month. That weighing you down energy, that you're telling yourself that you want something. I want this. I want this. I want this to happen. Or I want this in my life. I want this to go a certain way. But you do kind of know it's weighing you down because you do know deep within yourself that that's not actually what you need. All right, so it's kind of that energy, a little bit of be careful what you wish for, because the illusion of what that is not the reality of what would actually be. Just trying to think of an example. Can you show me an example of what this would be for Sagittarius, please? Okay. So we see the way down energy again. We have the anchor here. So the anchor is very interesting because there's two ways of looking at the anchor. Okay, and what's actually happening here is you're telling yourself that this is something that I can rely on, something I can depend on, something that, is my anchor, my safe zone sort of thing, my safety net. But the anchor is also, it weighs us down and it holds us back from our truth and from, where we really want to be. It's kind of stuck motion instead of motion. It's weighing us down and holding us back and keeping us stuck in a false dream, a false wish. Instead, it's not something that is actually secure and reliable for you. It's kind of a false wish. So, we do see the market coming through next, which is where, trades need to be made about this. You need to trade the because it's the want for the need kind of thing. Trade the want for the need. Focus on wishing for what you need, not for what you want. So it's like, if I could say, I want $1 million, but that's not actually what I need. I need, why do you stop and think about, why do I want $1 million? The things that I actually need from that is, some sort of financial security. I need access to, a new car and, a new house or whatever. So those are the things that you actually need. You actually need the new car, the new house. You don't actually need the $1 million in order to get that. Does that kind of make sense with that? So you're needing to make that trade between want and need within yourself if you want true security. We have the house. So this leads us to true security, true stability for ourselves. We're trading the want for the need, and we're really focusing on what we actually need and dreaming and wishing for what we need, not for what we actually want here, because the want is weighing you down here. It's holding you back and it's tipping things over the edge when you're not getting that. It's time to start again and rethink the way that you're wishing for things and hoping for things in your world here. All right. But we'll move on over to career and money. Okay, Sagittarius. What's going on for Sagittarius with career and money throughout October? Career and money for Sagittarius in October. Feeling the pinch this month, I feel. Firstly, we have the skull coming through for you, Sagittarius. Rough patch, borrowing money, a bit low on cash. It does talk about, career-wise, needing to reinvent yourself. You may not currently have a career as such. You may be working, but you may not have a career as such. But it does refer to, end of life career options as well, like hospice, healing. Health industry, retirement village work, all those sorts of things. So it can refer to all those sorts of, jobs that are somehow relevant to a lot of you here as well. Needing to really think about the end of life, where you want your career to have been as well. That's coming through as well. But we do have the seal coming through for you. Business contracts, documents, gifts of money, writing, clerical paperwork, and staying put. So, there is the need to sort of reinvent yourself, but kind of like stay put in the sense that your truth, stay put in your truth, but reinvent yourself in. It's a weird kind of message here, Sagittarius, that it's like, it's kind of like an expansion. So you're staying put, but you're also reinventing that. So even if you're, kind of feeling stuck in the one job kind of thing, there's the need to reinvent how we're looking at that job. what we're doing with that job. Just, reinvent yourself, do things a little bit differently, try something new within that. Looking at more documentation with that, so further training, maybe contracting and committing yourself to some sort of further training within that same sort of field. Those sorts of things coming through here as well. But the good news is that it does, the skull says borrowing money and the seal says a gift of money, so that sort of works itself out for the sense of money wise, that even if you are having a bit of a rough patch, that you may have some sort of money being given to you that sort of clears that out a little bit for yourself there. I just feel the need to clarify for you a little bit here when it comes to the career and money stuff. Any extra information for Sagittarius in regards to career and money for October? Career and money for Sagittarius in October. Definitely overthinking things. We have the cloud coming through. So, it's kind of like you're letting your thoughts get the better of you a little bit this month. Just some anxiety issues, I feel, for some of you here, that may just be sort of clouding your judgment when it comes to the way that you're looking at, the career money stuff, that it's, maybe just needing to shift your perspective a little bit and stop overthinking it a little bit, just sort of rolling with the flow a little bit more rather than overthinking every little thing. We do see the garden coming through, which does talk about business meetings in the career sort of sense there, or financial meetings, having meetings with people, or even meeting up with friends in order to ask to borrow money, those sorts of things as well. But having some sort of meeting here, and I kind of feel like for a lot of you, it's because of this mice energy. In the recent past, you may have sort of lost some money and you're needing to, recoup that. And that's what these meetings are about. And that's why you may be overthinking that a little bit, because, a bit of anxiety there because you have had some money stolen from you recently, or you've lost some sort of, lost something financially recently, lost an investment, or something along those lines for some of you there. It's just stress. It's just stress, okay? So more than anything, some stuff in the past that's stressing you out a little bit. So when you are having those meetings, it's important to, move beyond the stress and move beyond the anxiety and move beyond the overthinking, the potential for loss. It's really needing to sort of refocus your thoughts onto the potential outcome of positivity energy here. Will really help you move forward and commit and contract yourself in a much more positive way when it comes to career and money. Okay, but having a look at love and romance for you. Sagittarius. What's going on for Sagittarius in October with love and romance? Love and romance for Sagittarius in October 2025. Okay, so we have the mask coming through. So this is very similar to what I was sort of speaking about with the snake energy at the beginning there, that that pretending and deluding that things are a certain way when they're not, hiding your true feelings and personifying something that you're not, someone that you're not. I feel as though for a lot of you, you're actually hiding parts of yourself from people around you when it comes to love and romance. For some of you, it's specifically to do with the career and money doubts, that you're hiding that personal doubt that you're having, the confidence issues that you're having right now. You're kind of trying to hide that from somebody around you. When with the love stuff, you're telling yourself, I want, instead of focusing on what you actually need once again, and that's making you sort of hide your true feelings from yourself as well, Sagittarius. So just be aware of that energy. We do have the clock coming through, so healing is gonna happen for you through that cycle. It does say needing time, cycles, and takes time to heal and progressing. So you are progressing through that energy this month. You are just sort of taking a little bit of time to heal that kind of stuff that's been going on within your own energy, so that you can move forward in a much healthier way with love and romance. And we do see the soulmates card as well here. All right, so soul connections, partnerships, soul contracts, and life partners. So you definitely have strong energy around you. And, for a lot of you, there's just no need to hide from this person, because they are your soulmate. And just needing some time to, really sort of settle into that energy, I think, and stop hiding from yourself as well, more than anything. All right, but for those of you who are single, it may take a little bit of time this month, but there is a soulmate on the horizon. It is, if that's that it's because it's telling me here too that once again it's the wants and the needs argument coming up again for you, that you're looking for the soulmate that you want, but sometimes the soulmate that we want is not the soulmate that we need. Okay, and I can kind of my life is putting that sort of stuff into practice. I'm not going to lie. Um, the soulmates that I've found in this lifetime have not been what I wanted at all on the surface. But there's been a need to have those people in my life for one reason or another. So sometimes there's a reason. Rather than a want that needs to occur when it comes to soulmate energy. So focus on what you actually need, and the healthy choices, because that was on the bottom of the deck there, the healthy choices, taking better care of yourself, and choosing more healthy people for yourself as well. All right, that you're not putting on this mask of deluding yourself into thinking that you want this and that and this and that. Think about what you actually need in a partner, and a soulmate, rather than what you want. All right, so really strong message of the want versus the needs for you this month, Sagittarius. But we'll just check and see if there's anything else needing to be seen by you. Okay, Sagittarius. Any other important messages Sagittarius needs to know in regard to October? Anything else Sagittarius needs to know in regards to October, please? Happiness hiding there at the bottom. Okay, personal epiphanies coming through for you this month. It might take a little bit of time for you this month, but it's really what's really going to make you happiest. Not the things that you want, the things that you actually need lead you to happiness. Not necessarily the things that you think that you want. Okay, so really needing to think about things just a little bit deeper this month. All right, so we do see the Tower coming through here. Some of you have been isolating yourselves, not necessarily in reality. It's not necessarily a reality isolation of yourself. It's a spiritual isolation. You've been kind of setting yourself aside from your spiritual self, and the energy of what you need. Once again, it's the needs versus the wants. The Tower, you're kind of trying to stick to some sort of traditional, set structure that you've told yourself, this is what I have to do, this is what I have to have, da 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 da. But you're avoiding the spiritual truth of what you actually need in this life. Okay, so we do see the book there as well. So you're learning a little bit more this month about what it is, that you actually need for yourself in this life, in all aspects of your life this month, Sagittarius. Learning a little bit more about yourself, and learning about, what your next chapters are going to look like, rather, and being more willing to embrace those next chapters, from a spiritual energy standpoint, rather than getting trapped in the traditional structure of what, like, you think it should be. Because it's kind of this energy of, like, my whole life I've been told that, this is what you have to do, this is the structure you have to, the traditional structure of life, you're a child, and then you become a teenager, and your rebellious teenager years, and then you're an adult, and you grow older and wiser, and you go and get the perfect job, and you go and get the perfect house and husband, and whatever, 2.5 kids and whatnot. That doesn't fit with your energy. And that's okay. That's not your life. That's not your reality. Like traditional reality doesn't fit your energy. Okay, so you're learning a little bit more about what that means for you personally, and how you're going to move forward. Taking that on board. You know, this issue once again of the needs versus the wants. So really looking at that this month for yourself. All right. I am picking up for you guys too, that there may be some messages coming through for you in the shadow work reading next week as well. So definitely keep an eye out for that one. I feel as though that may be very connected to this message, even though I haven't done the reading, of course, as of yet, but it's telling me straight away to mention that to you. Okay, so make sure we do see you then, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all soon.